Sit around here while they're torturing our boys. I'm not.
We're not being passive. We're being patient and prudent.
Mr. President, I feel duty-bound to tell you that your lack of action here borders on the criminal.
Then you've done your duty, General. And now I'll do mine. I expect your resignation on my desk in the morning.
You shall have it.
That's all, gentlemen. Alvin?
What's the matter?
Here.
This is called this tape from my answer machine.
That's right.
Well, how'd you get it?
I stole it. Look. Here's what you need. In her appointment book. She has a meeting in there scheduled for tomorrow in New York.
Craig Nisker and Associates?
He's the king of tell-all. His agency sold 5 of the top 10 scandal memoirs of all time.
That's his motive. I'll be damned. Jack, Kyle, and Carla. Oval Office threesome.
Figured she was gonna burn the whole family.
She was gonna score big with this.
I guess Kyle found out about it.
We can place him at the scene of the crime, and we know that he had a history of violence against women. That's it. Oh, he's mine.
Well, you just don't get it, do you? These people can make us disappear. Get out of here.
Where you going?
I checked into a motel. I'll call you.
Be careful.
The court may direct what? Mr. Peterson.
Under 2198 of the Criminal Code, the court may allocate a fine for the children of the victim.
Please, Mr. Peterson, please. What is it? The porch light's on, but nobody's home? Is that it?
Or the victim's spouse.
Incorrect, Mr. Peterson. The court may direct that the amount of the fine, when paid, be paid for the use of the female seduced or her child, if she have any. Now, pursuant to this statute, we have Desmond versus Presley, which states, where testimony in rape prosecution concerning clothing of defendant was technically... What is it, Mr. Neal? Heavy date?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
What's going on?
I just need your car, all right?
Off of me. Easy.
Jesus Christ, man, you are a son of a bitch. You know, I'm gonna have your goddamn badge. You know that?
Why didn't you just shoot her if you had this, huh?
And you know who I am? You know who you're dealing with?
I don't give a shit who you are. You're going down. Turn around.
Get off of me.
Get over here. Just like a big fish. Fell right for the bait. Only a guilty man would do that.
Or a man who wants to know who's trying to frame him.
You were with her that night. You had sex with her and then you offed her.
Jesus. You think it was an accident that she was murdered an hour after I slept with her? Someone knew I'd be there with her that night.
Yeah, maybe somebody with a motive as good as yours.
What motive?
Did your father have sex with Carla Town?
I don't know my father's sexual resume.
You knew that she was leaving town, though?
Yeah, I read the newspapers.
2
nights in New York, a connecting ticket to the Virgin Islands, and a Hertz rent-a-car.
So?
So Carla Town didn't have a driver's license. You think I killed Carla?
Yeah.
You think you could prosecute me? Your arms don't reach that high, Detective.
Still don't understand why you showed up?
I go to sleep every night thinking about a woman with 8 stab wounds. A woman that I slept with an hour before. You try that as a sleeping pill.
Hey, you forgot something.
In what is fast rivaling the North Korean hostage-taking as an issue of concern to the White House, the murder of Carla Town remains unsolved. As the attention of Washington homicide detectives turn to Kyle Neal, and the president's approval ratings continue to plummet, we must ask, will Carla Town be Jack Neal's Chappaquiddick? At this hour, no one knows where the trail will end. We do know that for an administration already knee-deep in troubled waters of a potentially international confrontation in North Korea, a serious domestic concern of this nature is especially dangerous to the president's public image. If Jack Neal is unable to protect the workers under his own roof,
Coffee?
Yeah. Just...
Sorry I'm late. What's the matter? What is it?
They were there.
Who was where?
The president and the first lady. They weren't at Camp David when Carla was murdered. They were in the White House.
How do you know this?
That morning, I almost shot their golden retriever. They never go anywhere without that dog. Tonight I saw footage of them coming back from Camp David with the dog. Their alibi is complete bullshit.
So that means they took them to Camp David after the body was discovered.
Yeah.
Vikings. He could have smuggled them out.
How?
With the tunnels underneath the White House. Well, hey, look, I built this city, remember?
I just can't believe this. Covered it up? They got them out? Why?
Because then they would be considered suspects just like everybody else. Why should they be, though? That's the question.
Because he's the president of the United States.
What does that mean? That he doesn't have a motive? He has a mistress about to drop a tell-all. That's motive enough.
Wounds are from the left. President Neal is right-handed.
Yeah, I noticed that. He writes with his right hand. But he swings a baseball bat in a golf club with his left. Yeah, she's still there. Now, do you want me to finish this?
No, they're right where we want them. We're right on schedule.
Thanks, Regis. I appreciate it. I can take care of myself.
I want you to lay low until I get to Jordan or Spike, okay?
Secret Service. Back door.
He's clear!
You want the spotlight? Become a rock star. I'd reassign you, but it'd make even more news. Come in.
Call for you, Detective Regis.
Not taking any calls.
It's the White House.
How lovely for you.
That was some stunt you pulled last night, Detective.
Last night had nothing to do with me. I was off duty.
Why do I find that difficult to believe?
I don't care what you believe. I want to know why the president was in residence the night of the murder, and you didn't tell me.
The president's not to be involved.
The president is about to become an official suspect.
Oh, suspect.
Look, it's my duty to question
You're
any
not questioning the president. The presidency is an institution, not a person. An institution will be protected at all costs. How do you think we got them out of there that night?
I don't know, maybe cover up a crime.
No, to get the smell of blood away from the North Koreans. They'd eat us alive. We'd never get our boys back. This is global, Detective. It's a little bit off your turf.
This is a homicide. This is my turf.
Let me tell you something. I've known Jack Neal for 3 decades. I'm godfather to his son. Your suspicions are ludicrous.
Lucchese's a stooge.
Then prove it.
How? Nobody can pinpoint the actual time of death, and he can't prove his whereabouts for an hour.
There are 27 cameras covering the hallways of the working White House. You telling me none of them captured her walking down a hallway within 3 minutes of her death?
Or are you trying to tell me? The tapes are classified. Out of my reach.
You Republican or Democrat?
I think Washington is drowning in a sea of its own bullshit.
Those 13 men aren't risking their lives over bullshit, pal.
Well, this is not about those 13 men. It's about a dead woman in the White House.
You know, Harvard did a study. Said you could measure a man's longevity by the first thing he turns to in the morning paper.
Well, I'm an obituary man.
Start with the comics, you'll live longer.
Whoever leaked this, I'm gonna bottle their last breath.
Sir, if she was alive at 10:49, she had to be murdered well
This
after.
doesn't change a damn thing about Lucchese. Nobody saw him until 11:02. That still gave him 13 minutes to do the job.
Regis, what are you gonna do? What are you, put the president in a lineup?
Okay, you're Carla Town. You're about to sell this story for a shitload of money. You're gonna move to paradise. You buy a one-way ticket never to return, right?
This is Sears calling for Carla Town, confirming Monday between 8 and 12 to install the trash compactor you bought yesterday.
Why the hell would you have a trash compactor installed 2 days after you're gone?
Maybe she forgot?
She just bought it the day before. Shit!
Monday, 4:30, all right. What do you got?
Wait a minute. And the handwriting on the 23rd?
The slope of the writing is different. But here, look at this. The loop on the top of this L is smooth and continuous. In the day planner, here, there's an obvious pause in the writing, which indicates a deliberate stroke. Here. It's on the B as well. This is a forgery.
There never was an appointment. She wasn't going anywhere.
Vikings entered at 12:09, left at 12:14. Yes? Yes, sir. Surveillance tapes. He had clearance.
Thank you. Bob?
Yes, sir.
I want to talk to Detective Regis, DC Homicide. He's going to want to question Nick Spikings. Get me Spikings' address in Alexandria.
Yes, sir. Somebody's been playing us like puppets.
What are you saying?
Carla Town wasn't killed to protect the administration. She was murdered to destroy it.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that somebody dumped a dead body in the White House so that the blood trail could lead right to the first family. They even manufactured the motive.
So?
Only the guard would know I took the tapes. They have someone on the inside. It's time you and I stop playing games.
Sit down. You have any idea what it takes to stand all day in one place, watching a dumpster in the pouring rain? Because that dumpster just happens to be next to a hotel where the president is going to be staying the following day. And his life is in your hands. Loneliest job in the world. Get rid of the wire. I know who's listening anyway. You think you got it all figured out? You haven't read me right at all. I see my life and my service with a clarity you're incapable of grasping.
Cover me!
Thought you were a sharpshooter.
Save it.
Freeze China out if they stand with North Korea. All talks for a grain deal cease until they stand down. If China wants grain, I want our boys back.
You got 5 minutes, Al.
I'm afraid it's going to take longer than that. It's bad news, Mr. President.
Still Jack, Alvin.
Nick Spikings is dead.
What?
And he had evidence that Kyle killed Carla Town. Spikings collected it.
found a condom with Kyle's semen and the woman's fingerprints on it. They found the murder weapon. And a surveillance tape putting Kyle and the woman together just minutes before the murder.
There's got to be another explanation.
Oh, no. No. And Spikings was just about to cut himself a deal to leak it.
Nick Spikings. He wouldn't do that to me.
Everybody has a price. Not the first thing in your life you've been naive about, is it, Jack?
Obviously not.
Well, you're safe now. So's Kyle.
Spikings was murdered.
See what we got.
Jordan.
$21.18, that's $9.18. All right, he goes out there.
Hey, we got a special on that model this week, folks. 4 heads, 21.
Back off.
Sure. Only a couple left, though. Just so you know.
2016. He's 16, he comes in.
You can even throw in a universal remote with that. You know, that'll change your life.
Back off.
True, true. Take your time. Just ask for Jack.
He comes in, and then he leaves. Wait, who's that? I know that guy. That's the guy that was at Spikings.
The 31st name.
Jordan walked him in. Jordan set up the whole thing.
The investigation into the White House murder has resulted in 2 suspects. The car, a burgundy Chevrolet Caprice, has been identified as the possible suspect car. In other news, a strike is pending as workers contract Fox
There won't be anything anyone can prove. All the evidence will be destroyed.
What do you want?
Your resignation. Effective 10 p.m. Now, I don't know why you look surprised, Jack. Tully wasn't half right when he called it criminal.
Because we didn't go in with guns blazing, you think that would have saved our
You have
boys?
failed, Mr. President. You have failed your office. Pity. I've seen your cowardice grow from the very beginning. And then, finally, not having served your country in the military, you had no idea of the time-honored code of never leaving a man on the field of battle. You should have brought those AWACS boys home. Dead, wounded, or otherwise. You should have done it by force if necessary. Any president who serves up his country as appetizers for the enemy isn't fit for this office. So the choice is yours. You can resign, say it's due to your health, and you can tour the best golf clubs in America. Or you can stay in office and you can watch your son destroyed. The choice is yours. I mean, if any father can call that a choice.
Why didn't you just kill Neil?
Because it's easier to kill the secretary than it is the president.
Besides, alive and ruined is better
And what?
than dead and martyred.
And now, this special bulletin. An Oval Office address is scheduled for 10 o'clock tonight. Unidentified sources say the president will resign.
Jordan played his card.
Related news, all federal government agencies...
All right, that gives us 2 hours to get to the White House and the president.
Are you insane? How?
Use the tunnels the same way they got out.
You don't even know where they are.
Yeah, but you do. I mean, you know the security and you know the layout.
You're out of your mind.
Why? Because I'm about to help a government that's kicking me out on the streets? You got no argument there. We gotta get rid of this car.
Yeah.
Don't say my name. Just listen.
Remember where we had the double homicide 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Okay. Meet me there in 1 hour.
Get down. Cops. 2.
That's the steam crate. It'll take us to one of the 3 points that are vulnerable to penetration in the White House. Eisenhower put a water filtering system down in there.
There's gotta be a car.
Yeah, there is. It goes off all the way across town. The General Services Building. No White House, no Secret Service.
Response time.
Well, officially 5 to 7 minutes. But realistically, 10 or 11.
By that time, we'll either be fired or we're gonna be dead.
Hey, man, what do you think? Meet and greet time?
He said you did it too. Evening, officers. Tense night in the big city, huh? Yeah. Could be this thing with the president, maybe, huh?
Nice to know, though, that we have our men in blue out here to watch an eye over us. That's the Washington office.
Hey, didn't that old senator lay the wood to that stripper around here somewhere years ago?
All right, take it easy this evening, huh?
Just asking. Didn't see it on my guide map.
Okay, we'll see you later,
Good
huh?
evening.
All right,
All right, gentlemen.
good evening.
Good night. Good night.
Come on. Yes. Come on. My grandmother moves faster than you.
Wait.
Where are we?
We're under the mall. It's Pennsylvania Avenue.
Which way?
It's not far.
Oh, Christ.
Now what?
End of the line.
This is the old emergency water system. These pipes go right through the wall.
Good, because that's where we're going.
After you're sworn in, you'll make a short statement saluting Jack Neal for his service to his country. You'll ask for the country's prayers for bipartisan unity. Would you two excuse us now, please? Thank you very much. Gentlemen, at 2400 hours, President Dillon will sign off on the raid into North Korea.
Army Corps engineers. These are the escape tunnels. Lincoln had these built in case the Confederates laid siege to the White House.
Who says history isn't practical? We're running out of time.
Go.
You first. Go ahead, I'll be okay.
Hang in there, all right?
We gotta cross over.
Tonight, in less than an hour, Jack Neal will step down after a little more than 2 years in office. For CNN, I'm Doris McMillan reporting.
Let's do this.
Okay, wait. We're here. These are the motion sensors. They tripped the alarm in the White House. You set those off and this room fills up with agents.
How long?
10 seconds.
We come too far to turn back now.
I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Movement in 102. Repeat, movement in 102. Subsector 11. Tunnels. Repeat, tunnels. Subsector 11.
Sector 7, right now. Report back to me, over. Let's go.
What agent captured? Get her up here.
Not now. Hold it. Let me see some ID.
Agent! Gun! The janitor! On the floor! Get out! Get him! He killed Spiking!
Mr. President! Your son is innocent!
Sir, you can't be here.
I am here. Seal the corner.
I am still the president! Seal the corridor!
Alvin Jordan, you're under arrest for conspiracy in the murder of Carla Towns and Nicholas Spikings. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, you prick, one will be appointed by the courts.
How did you get in here?
I crawled.
He's the one who gave Spikings the evidence on your son.
The evidence is you, on tape, with the man you walked in to kill Carla Town. The same man who put a bullet through Nicholas Spikings.
Stand him up.
You don't have to believe me. Just look at the tape. It's in my back.
Agent?
Mr. President, Carla Town was killed to destroy you, to force your resignation. Then Jordan had Spikings shot because he saw the tape.
Arrest him.
What?
Not him. Him. My God, Alvin. You really had her killed, didn't you?
I think President Teddy Roosevelt said it best. If I must choose between righteousness and peace, I choose righteousness.
She was 25 years old. She was a child.
She was a casualty of war.
Mr. President.
Get him out of here. Thank you, son.
Stay easy. Just stay easy. I'm right here. All right, hold on.
No, there's absolutely no truth whatsoever to any of those rumors. At no time was President Neal planning on resigning from office. Here's what we know so far. The murderer of Carlatown is dead. He was killed today as he fired upon authorities attempting to arrest him. In that same gun battle, National Security Advisor Alvin Jordan and Senior Secret Service Agent Nicholas Spikings were also killed.
Mr. President!
Did the killer actually penetrate the White House with the objective of killing Miss Town?
In 180 years, there's never been a penetration of the White House. President and Mrs. Neal will have a statement for you later. Thank you very much. Call DC Homicide. Tell them the detective we found in the tunnel is on his way to University Hospital. Paramedics say he's going to be fine.
How is she?
She's stable.
You saved my life. Thank you. And Detective, how can I ever repay you?
No bother. Just doing my job. Well, there is one thing.
Yes, Detective?
Have you ever heard of the Interstate Commerce Commission?
Sure. Secretary Randall's office is right down the street.
Right down the street?
Yeah.
See? It's not what you know, it's who you know. What are you doing for dinner? What are you doing? I'm not dressed.
Well, I'm afraid I've got to stay.